Hello guys, this is Gio. So this is revenge of the ASSA Twin Combi. This is not the same ASSA Twin Combi I picked in my previous video. This is a correct jeans one. We sent each other our Combi in the hope to blind pick them, but in the end I found out the sidebar bitting is the same for both our locks, so in the end it wasn't really blind pick. But anyway, I'm gonna try to pick it faster than I did in my previous video. I made a new tool to better pick the fingerpins. I will show you after that, and let's start. Right, so that lock does not isolate, so I need to pick the top pins progressively as I set stuff on the sidebar. Right. So fingerpin 4 is set. Fingerpin 5 I think is set. Fingerpin 3 I think is set, but they have a tendency to unset each other. It's very annoying. And fingerpin 2 is the worst to set. Sometimes I can take up to 15 minutes to pick the sidebar. It's very hard. No joke, so ASSA Twin Combi is really no joke. It's a very pick resistant lock. I'm trying to check if the fingerpins are still correctly set, because as I say, they have a tendency to drop down out of the gate, and that's a big problem because you think you set them but they unset, and it can take forever. Okay, the top pins are good for now. It looks good here. Alright, the sidebar is picked. Now let the fun begin with the top pins. So I release a little bit of tension here because I want to get out of the countermilling. Okay, top pin 1, 2, 3 are set. 5 I'm not sure. 6 is good. 5, I have no idea. It's almost impossible to tell. So the technique is just to release some tension and try to push on stuff until the lock open, and you pray for not oversetting anything. Any moment now. And there we go. 6 minutes. Oof, that's a good time. Alright, so let's get the thing. Oh my god, that's the fastest I've ever been able to pick that lock. Alright, so first camera, zoom in, please zoom in. There you go. Just gonna lock it back up. There we go. So first, my tweezer sidebar, the springs on the sidebar. There we go. Okay. Pin 1, pin 2, pin 3, pin 4, pin 5, pin 6. And now the finger pins. Finger pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the springs are there. And top pins. Top pin 1, spring. So yeah, this lock is, I mean, that's, if you know the sidebar bitting, it's alright. You may take a lot of time to pick it, but you will eventually. If you don't know anything about the lock, I really wonder how would anyone could be able to blind pick it in a reasonable amount of time. I mean, eventually anybody will pick it, but I don't think you can do that in at least less than 1 hour. Because you have 3 rotation possible for the finger pins. And as I say, sometimes you don't even feel when they set, because the sidebar is not pushing that much. Okay, so just there you go. So as you see, as the finger pins are serrated, and that interacts with. Just need to zoom here. Come on, zoom. There we go. And the serration in the finger pins interact with those little serration here at the edge of the gates in the sidebar. So basically, when you're under tension, it's very difficult to rotate the finger pin here. So now I'll just show you my tool, the tool I use to pick the sidebar. My previous tool was a little bit too small and it wasn't very effective. I was just scraping the bottom of the finger pins. I wasn't going anywhere with that. So let's just take a finger pin there. Alright, I will show you. Putting pressure here on the sidebars and the finger pin, and there we go. Tabarnak. Alright. So, okay, so let's try again. I'll do the focus. There we go. Alright, focus. And zoom. So this is a finger pin tool. So I used Sparrow's black flag, the curved one, and I use sandpaper so that it really fits in there. And how I use it is that to rotate the pins, I just have to push on it like this, or pull. Oops, it's starting to get out. All right, yeah, or pull like this. So here it's easy, but there is not much tension. I'm just pushing on the sidebar, but when you pick the lock, you're in much more tension. So it is much more difficult to rotate those finger pins. So once you're in the correct rotation, yeah, just and path. There you go. It's set. But yeah, even with that, if you don't know the rotation the pin should have, you are screwed. And my best, I think if you will blind pick an ASSA Twin Combi and you try to pick the sidebar first, let's hope your lock isolates the sidebar first. It will be based on trial and error. Just identify the first binder. Try to rotate it once, lift it. If it doesn't go anywhere, drop it, rotate it again, try to set it, etc. And you have to do that for each finger pins, and you have to deal with some finger pins dropping even if they are correctly set, because the sidebar is not pushing that much on them. So yeah, it will take a lot of time at least. Alright, there you go. So this was another ASSA Twin Combi. Thank you Correct Jeans for sending it to me. I hope you have fun with mine. Alright, so I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching.